Gather around, island lovers. It's Demi and Jasmine with your fire pit chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. Unlike the hot 22-year-old bombshells in the villa, your gals need some help to keep us looking young, and that's why we turn to ClearStem Skincare. ClearStem offers products to help you anti-acne and anti-age without the harsh chemicals that are just so not lush. We especially love the Bounce Back No Botox Serum that stimulates collagen to reduce wrinkles, fine lines, and acne scars. So if you want to keep up with the hot new bombshells entering the villa, be sure to check out clearstemskincare.com and use promo code FIREPITCHAT for 15% off their exceptional products. Again, that's FIREPITCHAT for 15% off at ClearStem Skincare. That's CLEARSTEM skincare.com and use code FIREPITCHAT because we all want to look young and fresh and we can't all be 21 years old.
I know. And they like posted this like post something about why Botox is bad for you. I'm like, keep scrolling.
Yeah, no.
They're like, that's why we created the Bounce
Yeah.
No Botox serum, which I do use, which I feel like really does help keep my shit.
Oh, for sure.
This
and
is the longest I've gone.
It can help to like elongate your Botox if you're
that's what they
keeping
also
up
say.
with good skincare.
Yeah.
You can go less and less. And it's like really hard to find a balance between, I feel like at this point of our lives, it's like it's like you want anti-aging products, but then you don't want ones that are going to make you break out. So it's like such a fine,
dude.
It's
You're
such
preaching
a fine
to
balance.
The choir, especially
so
with the fucking makeup we have to wear every single night.
Oh my god!
I swear, only ClearStem like is working. Even I had a friend who was breaking out really bad. I was like, try the Cell Renew from ClearStem, like switch to ClearStem, and her skin cleared up like literally in a month.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It really is.
It's so good for your forehead. The Bounce Back Serum. That's like where I
just like can't
target
I'm,
it.
like,
Forehead to crow's feet.
Exactly. I literally just go like
Yeah.
right here. And I'm trying to even remember when my last Botox appointment was. And it's like still snatched. Like I catch myself in a car mirror as I'm walking by. I'm like, dang.
You're like, dang, that girl can drive. She looks 12.
Exactly, right? Like, but I usually like had the wrinkle from squinting from
yeah.
the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking phenomenal.
No, it's snatched.
Thank you, ClearStem. Okay, oh my god. So episode 53. I'm going to repeat this. I was telling Jasmine offline that we're only as good as the episode that airs. So we got like a little troll saying, why aren't we talking about the episode? And it's like, I feel like they would be annoyed if we spent 30 minutes talking about that episode.
Right. What exactly did you want us to unpack with that episode? Like, did you want us to go couple by couple, baby by baby? Like, and be like, I really liked that one time when Ron patted the baby's back. But did you see the other time when Tom patted the baby's back a little too hard? Like, bro, we're working with nothing. Okay? Like,
yeah, so I'm going to put that out there that this is another dull episode. Like, come on. We didn't even get all the couples dates. We got 3 dates.
An episode is such a strong word for what we watched. Like, the fact that they can legally call that an episode, it's absurd. Smash all the dates in there. Like, now we have to watch someone's date tomorrow, dude. Like, I don't care.
I know.
And what, it's Kai and Sanam tomorrow?
The only juicy thing was who were they going to pick?
And then I thought they were going to give us that at the end. And no, even them talking about the couples wasn't that juicy.
No, it was definitely like really edited. And I'm like, maybe like they were just like, were they ramping up for these amazing dates? Like that's where the budget went.
Honestly, Ron and Lana's, I feel like, and Tommy and Sam's had the highest budget.
Yeah. Well, think about all the flowers and candles for Shaq and Tanya. Flowers are not cheap, dude.
Yeah, I'm planning a wedding and I'm not even going to
And we're talking about in South Africa.
Right. Like, right. I don't know the like ecosystem there.
Me
Like,
neither.
Like, is it like
I don't think
deserty vibes? I don't know. It seems watery.
Yeah.
Maybe it's tropical. But I will say at Ron and Lana's date with the choir, I was almost moved to tears. Something about a choir. Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
I did think with the fact that they don't listen to music, you know, so that it was probably like orgasmic.
Totally, like to just hear lyrics.
Right.
Yeah, that's why they all went crazy.
The harp
for Tom.
did that for me.
See, the harp didn't.
And
get
then
me
the
going.
violin with like the Bridgerton
Love
vibe.
the violin.
Yeah,
the harps don't get me going.
I don't think I meant to say harp. I meant to say the Bridgerton instrumental song that we knew, you know?
Oh, gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. I love on Spotify. Shout out.
I literally thought that was a bug. Oh my God. It just freaked out.
I know. I keep looking at it. It's a piece of lint on the floor.
Have no fear.
We shared this studio with someone else.
What were you saying?
Not important.
Oh, well, oh my God, wait. But side note, we'll go back to the episode because now I'm like really peeking at all the Islanders coming out and what they're exposing.
Yeah.
And Olivia Maxwell, Olivia does seem more chill, and her whole defense is that it's chopped and edited, and people keep stopping her from talking because I feel like she's giving too much out.
Oh.
Yeah, like even Maya was like, Olivia goes on After Sun, the reason why the girls didn't get mad at me is because I already had confronted them saying the exact same thing. So that facial expression that you saw Sammy do wasn't toward my video. She goes, and it was edited. And Maya goes, shh. Anyway, so how are you guys like? It was an obvious.
She said, shh.
She goes,
Ah, wow.
Yeah, and then now and Olivia keeps mentioning that everything's chopped up and edited, and like you really don't get to see a lot, which you never know because you don't know if she's just like doing like PR.
I wish Maya kind of like gaslit her in that moment and been like, well, I guess we'll never know if it was edited or real. Anyway, like shushing her made it seem like more real. Like,
I know.
It would have been like, well, that's a convenient answer for it to be edited, and then change the subject. Like,
so true.
Maya, you're gorgeous, but you got to be able to turn the conversation.
But here's what's interesting. Okay.
Tell me.
Casey and Rosie left. It has been radio silence from Rosie.
Weird.
No Instagram post, no Instagram story. Casey's been on Instagram. Love you guys. Posted. Goes on the story saying he can't. I'm saying he left her ass in pre-check.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But then I'm like, that's how much he doesn't really get Love Island because now you have to do a bunch of interviews and the reunion.
Right.
But why would she be so silent if she wasn't like really, you know what I mean? Like it's silent.
Yeah.
It's crickets, dude.
And it's weird to not like monopolize on that like little bit of fame you got because you just got booted out, so you have to like stay relevant, stay posting. So it's weird for her to not be posting anything.
Nothing. Like you got your phone back.
So weird.
I'm saying, I feel like he like fucking ended it already.
Oh, I think there's zero chance they're still a thing. I don't think they're still together. But
I gotta
also,
say,
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Back to the Olivia thing.
Yeah.
If she did confront the girls, like, why didn't they show that? Or is it just, it was
juicy.
too much cattiness?
Maybe it's just juicy. Like, I just feel like she did it in a normal way, but they were trying to trick us because we all, like, were like, Olivia's, you know, we all had our opinions on Olivia.
Yeah.
And I think they were trying to, like, be on our side.
Yeah.
Even though that's, like, kind of not what happened. Who knows? But I gotta say, like, she's really pretty.
Yeah.
In person. Like, haven't even seen her in person, but, like, in the interviews, like, way pretty. Like, really pretty.
Like, prettier
stunning.
than she looked on the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
And she was gorgeous in the show.
Yeah.
But it was almost
Stunning.
like she looks more natural.
That's good.
Yeah. And just, like, you, like, see her body. You see what she's wearing. Like, she has cool style. And her and Maxwell, like, seem really good, honestly. It's weird. Like, I can't tell if it's fake or not. But, like,
I know.
They've been together every single day.
I mean, like,
who knows how long it'll last. But the way that they answer questions, like, it does kind of seem it. Like she was like, oh, he had his Hinge profile. Like, what was your profile bio again?
So they talked about stuff.
Yeah, like, it does seem legit.
Honestly,
like,
I'd be down for that if they were, like, a real thing. Like, if you can make it work after that and, like, your ego, you were playing it up for Love Island, you got off Love Island, and you're like, hey, we really like each other. Like, respect. I like that.
I know. So, but one thing she did say that she goes, the Islanders are too aware that the finale is around the corner. And she said that they need to be focusing on themselves. Like, she's mentioned that in a few interviews. Like, they do know it's here, which is, like, exactly what we've been saying.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting, though, that she said that.
Yeah. She's about to get slapped with, like, I'm telling you, next Love Island, they're giving these people NDAs. Like, no one's allowed to do a podcast. No one's allowed to talk about anything.
I know, right?
Like, they're gonna lock it down because everyone that comes off starts Spill the tea.
I know. It's
About like
juicy,
behind the
too.
scenes. Like Ellie and the producer stuff, like that video should have never been allowed to be made.
But people are like literally like they're commenting like this is the best Love Island after video, like
Ellie's?
exposing video that
Mhm.
out of all seasons, because she did like really give so much tea.
Yeah.
She's cute and funny. I like her. She's like big BFFs with Anime in real life.
Forgot about Anime.
I know, right?
Wow. Throwback.
I know.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right, so let's talk about this episode with our 3 dates. Which date would you have wanted to be on?
Ron and Lana's.
Really?
Yeah. I thought it was gorgeous.
It
I
was.
loved the choir. I loved dipping my little toes while I eat breakfast.
Me too. And people like on Twitter were like, they really put Lana and Ron in a swamp, and Tom and Sammy get the Corvette.
It was cool to get for the car.
Yeah.
And they drove the car through that. I was like, that's sick.
Yeah. Honestly, that car was so low that the water was so high. I was really getting worried.
I
Like
know.
that actually like I wonder if people who actually work on cars like had aneurysms watching that.
They had to have, because that's not a cheap car. It's not a Fiat 500.
And it was low, dude. It was low to
Yeah.
the ground. I remember that's all I cared about, even though it was a stunning entrance. Like
Yeah.
that was a stunning date.
It definitely had.
But like I would love to put my feet in that water.
I
That's exactly
know.
how I felt.
And Lana just like kind of moving
I
her toes.
saw
I'm
that.
like, how nice.
Like, she just,
it
like,
looks so
flicking her toe.
relaxing.
It did look really beautiful.
Whose date would you want? Tom and Sammy's?
I don't actually know. Like I'd feel like I'd want to be seated at Ron and Lana's because I just love the water, like
Yeah.
nature. It just felt like it looked beautiful. But Tom and Sammy's view looked insane.
Mhm.
And like that is kind of cool because even Sammy and Tom were talking about like had one hand on the wheel, one hand on my chick. Like that is a really normal moment that you got to
Yeah.
see each other in. Like
That's
she was like, he was
true.
driving the car. I was like, oh my God, that's so true. Like you don't even get to see that. That's the best part of dating, you know?
Newly, yeah.
Yeah, like
exactly.
you like get in the car. What music is he listening to? Now I'm like, we're not fucking listening to music.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like that was like the highlight of like dating.
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the little touches here and there, like when you're newly dating, you're so like, he touched me while he was driving. Like you're so excited about that
Exactly.
stuff. That's true. That was cute.
Is very cute. And then Shaq and Tanya's was beautiful, but I don't know.
And then Shaq asked Tanya to be his girlfriend. So I guess like girlfriend comes after being in love, question mark.
Mind blowing.
Weird.
Weird as fuck.
And like it would be one thing if they said I love you and they just assumed they're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Totally.
That is respectable. I can understand that. I can wrap my mind around it.
Yeah.
Saying you love someone that's not your girlfriend is so out of this world wacky.
And why was it such like a thing? Like that you had to
Right.
think
He's
about.
like, I'm gonna ask. And then everyone's like, I'm happy for you. I'm like, what?
You guys
You're in
have been
love.
you guys have been saying I love you. Like that is
I love you,
that's
babe.
that is I love you. You tell very few people in the world.
Right. If you mean it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, it was giving like when I said that to my boyfriend in the 4th grade.
Totally.
And then he dumped me the next day.
I really don't even think I said that like to anyone but 2 people in my life, like including parents. Like to be honest, I do not say those words.
No, they have meaning.
Yeah.
No, it's so wild. And then Tom also told Sammy that he was falling for her.
Yeah.
Cute, and I see it.
Yeah.
Different. You can say that.
They're
That's
really
normal.
cute.
You can't say you love someone and then ask them to be your girlfriend like 2 months later. Like,
I'm
it's
getting
bizarre.
a weird vibe from Sammy. I think that's what's throwing me. Like I do think they like each other. I just like see her like from the moment that she said got turned off by Jordan wanting kids. Like I just don't think her party era or her dating era is over.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Like she is in her party era. She is
She's
young.
She's 21, right?
I don't
23. Oh,
know.
she just turned 23.
Okay, yeah. So like, okay, you're like, I don't think at 23 I was thinking about getting engaged personally.
Fuck no.
So I get that. Tom's a little bit older than her. I think Tom's like 20.
He's smitten. I feel like he would be with her till the ends of the earth. Like
I'm interested to see how that
but
goes in real life.
You don't know, like all these people, all these like even like the question always is to these islanders, like, who's the most famous person in your DMs? Like they're getting that shit. Like, they're gonna get the hot ass blue check girls in his Instagram. Is he staying loyal to Sammy? They also didn't even talk about moving in together. They don't even talk about moving.
Yeah.
So one lives in London. I guess he's north
Oh yeah,
whatever.
northern. So
I don't know where that is, but it implies that it's far.
I'm sure it's like a few hour train ride. Like,
and Sammy's gonna be going out. I don't know.
Sammy's
Logistics
gonna
wise,
be going out to clubs. Like,
yeah.
And I don't see that for Tom. I don't know. It depends how they are in their real lives. Like, if Tom's a big partier, I think it could work because Sammy is not gonna apologize for partying. You know what I mean?
No.
So
he does seem like a partier.
Curious. Yeah, like a lad's lad. I could see it. I just don't know if it's like clubs,
right.
clubs.
Like
or if
pubs,
it's pubs. Right. Like drinking a few pints with the guys, being stupid, versus like getting dressed up, going to a club, like music.
Exactly.
Like,
I kind of do see it because he was even like so pumped that Jax Jones was there. He was like, "This is my favorite type of music."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then maybe it could work. It depends. So interesting, but I am rooting for them. And Jessie made the bold statement that she would move in with Will.
She kind of needed to because she was in Australia. Like,
yeah,
everyone's kind of like, what are we doing here with that?
Right. Yeah, I guess she probably had to go on the show like with an open mindset to move.
Why would you else would you go? That'd be retarded. Ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous. Also, on Shaq and Tanya's date, Shaq was saying, like, he was, like, hinting that he might be open to maybe moving to Manchester, which I guess is closer to where Tanya is, which is Liverpool. But she never even mentioned she would ever be open to moving out of Liverpool. She's like, oh, you'd move to Manchester? Like, it'd be so crazy if you're close to me. I'm like, you guys are in love. You're boyfriend, girlfriend. And you haven't had this conversation yet.
It'd be crazy?
It'd be crazy. She'd be like, I'd lose my mind. I'm like, Tanya, no. Like, you're supposed to live in the same city. Like, him moving to Manchester, that's not the same city as Liverpool. Like, they're closer than Liverpool and London. And also Tanya is not saying anything about like, oh, well, I'd move to Manchester too, or I'd move closer to you. Like, it's giving one-sided. And I don't know. I wonder how that's going to play out because Shaq also said he's never lived anywhere else other than London. So how's that going to work? Like, you know how
all of these couples, like that's why I feel most confident in Will and Jessie because they've made strides. They've made progress. Right. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? And I truly believe Jessie would move in with Will the moment they got off the plane.
Yeah.
I don't even think she's headed back to Australia.
No, she's kicking one of those sheeps out their bed. She's like, it's mine now. Get over here. Like, she is ready to go, dude.
Yeah, she is.
Like, I think she'll just pack her bikinis and go straight there. I don't think she's even going back to Australia.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no.
But also, you know how, like, in the US, if you're on a reality show, like right after that you move to like New York, LA, right, or like Nashville or something. Like, I wonder after Love Island, do they go to a place to be London. Like thirsty?
I think it's London.
But
I always get confused. I don't know.
Because a lot of them move to Manchester.
Exactly. Manchester, London, I would say would be like LA and New York to me. It might be so wrong, but that's like how I've gathered as I've watched past Islanders like move places. I think India moved. Where does India live right now? I feel like she moved toward Dami, and because she keeps talking about how she misses London.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. We need to do more research on where they are.
Because it kind of makes sense if like, okay, they're all from different places, but after this, like, to be thirsty, they're all gonna move to the same place.
Yeah.
So then I can like wrap my head around.
What about Lana? Where even is she from?
I think Ron and Lana are from around the same place.
Oh, really?
Based on like conversations they had in the past.
Who do you think they voted for?
Not Kai and Sanam.
No.
Ron and Sammy, maybe?
Tom and Sammy?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, or Will and Jessie.
Oh, what about Shaq and Tanya?
I don't know. Shaq's been nice to Ron. Like, I wonder like how they're thinking about this.
Exactly.
Tom and Sammy definitely said Ron and Lana.
For sure.
And Shaq and Tanya,
I think they
said Kai and Sanam.
Yeah.
which I'm like,
I thought that was weird.
like, you're so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Stop judging people on the amount of time. Like, that's so unfair.
And it's
just because you've been there from the beginning.
But you've been there for the beginning, and then you broke up, and then you weren't together for a chunk of time. Like, if you did the math, it's like.
And I hate that, like, Kai, I saw Kai with Olivia, and then with Danielle, it's like, he was nothing.
Also, it's just like so annoying to hear like Tanya say that shit. Like, okay, but we saw you with first guy that got voted out, David. Then we saw you with Martin. Now you're with Shaq. First you were with Shaq. Like, it's just like, okay, we can say that about everyone.
And Tom. You could say about Tom too.
You could say about Tom the most. Tom's been in like 7 couples.
Exactly.
Like, it's like an idiotic rebuttal.
Yeah. So I really hope they didn't do it off of that. But
I think they did.
Yeah, and then I don't know.
Do you think anyone voted Tanya and Shaq?
Oh.
But I guess they're voting least compatible, which I think they're losing sight of that. It's not like.
Well, their arguments for Tanya and Shaq were that I don't think Lana and Ron did, because Lana was like, I feel like the public has a different perception of what we see.
Yeah, and a lot of people, I think's mindset is like, well, they overcame it, you know?
Yeah.
So that does make someone compatible, I guess.
If we were talking compatible, who would you say, Ron and Lana?
Least?
Yeah.
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 They're not compatible. Like,
no.
Even when he was talking to her on the date, I'm like, it just doesn't seem like you guys think the same thing about anything.
Yes. Lana's like really weird. Like,
yeah, she's giving like I can't get the Bambi reference out of my head, but she's giving like social awkward.
Yeah,
which I respect. I also think I am socially awkward too.
But it's just like her responses to things. She's like, "Oh, you're so cute." It's like, why don't you have a response back? Like, Lana actually didn't really even say anything on that date if you think about what she said.
Oh, also the weird comment was like Ron said something about, "Oh, I kind of wish you." It was like, I don't know how it got brought up, and it was, I'm probably going to butcher it, but it was something like, "Oh, I wish you were like more loving." And she's like, I am loving.
Yes.
Weird.
She's like, on the outside, I'll be more giving. And Ron goes, loving. And she's like, I'm loving. But I don't know. Like, Olivia says that Lana's really funny and that we're missing these things from her. I just find her like really, I don't know. You know who I kind of feel like she is like?
Who?
But not really. Like Raquel with the Tom Sandoval drama.
Oh my God. No, I'm not getting that. It's
you know
because she's like airheaded. Yeah. But I'm not getting that from Lana because she gives like naive innocence.
Yeah.
And Raquel, we all know, is not naive if you're caught up on that drama.
I just think it's not what Ron wants. Like, it might be like, you might think it is, but in the real world, like when that hot girl who's putting photos of herself in bikinis on her Instagram every day, that's the girl you're gonna go to.
Ron's For You page on Instagram is just like those Insta models with like their big butts like in thongs, like coming out the ocean.
Literally,
just, like,
that is all Ron's.
Like bending over. Like Ron's is just like greased up butts all over his For You page for sure.
Like girls with that high waisted bathing suits. Like he just
like
has a
super
bunch
high
of bikini models. That's all of his popular page.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, like, Lana's the girl next door, and he wants to like the girl next door. But he ain't ready for the girl next door. He's not in settle down mode.
No, we're talking about your first girlfriend here.
Exactly.
And Lana seems so confident in it, though.
Listen, we've all been fooled, though.
Yeah.
He knows how to tell you what he wants to hear. He knows what's going to sound good. Again, he is very aware of public perception. He's very
I know he did actually make a comment again.
Oh, what did he say?
About something. Shit, I should have wrote it down, but it was another thing where it was really, I don't know, maybe it was like when Shaq, maybe this isn't the thing I'm thinking about, but it was another one where Shaq's like, I can have a girlfriend. He's like, join the club. Like,
yeah, it was
little things he does. Like, I get why the Islanders think that. Like, he's too scripted.
Yeah, he's just too
calculated.
Calculated.
Yeah.
And did Olivia say anything about Ron or anything?
She thinks that they should win.
Okay, well.
Meanwhile, Maxwell thinks Shaq and Tanya should win.
Okay, their perceptions are skewed.
They say that no one really sees what Shaq and Tanya is like. They're 24/7 around each other.
Yeah.
They're constantly having fun. She's like, even at lunch when we're separated, they're always trying to like get back together to hang out.
That's pretty cute.
See, like I'm trying to get more insight because I feel like we really don't know. Like I feel like this season was poorly edited because oh, but Maxwell did say that Olivia applied 2 years ago for Love Island. Maxwell applied last year for Summer.
Okay.
And they told him that he would fit better in this one.
See,
You're right.
B game, dude. They were like, you're B game. Like, you're good enough to be on the show, but you're not good enough to be on Summer. Like, they're not saving their top dogs for winter. Like, they're saving their top dogs for Summer. They're saving the Molly Mays, the Moras, the even the Curtises, the Tommies. Like,
that's what we're missing is the innocence of fucking each other over for new guys and new girls. Not the do we have a connection. That's what we didn't get because everyone's too scared to look bad.
Right.
That's what
no
we're
one
missing.
stepped on anyone's toes.
Right. And I feel
it.
Like Ekin came in.
Right.
Jay, like it was like
Davide.
A clusterfuck of like things happening and we didn't have that. Everyone was too safe.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, kind of what it is.
I almost feel like no one was confident enough.
Like bombshells?
Yeah, like the other bombshells, like they back themselves.
Like remember Chloe? Like she's like, boys, come into the garden.
Chloe was a good bombshell. Yeah. Oh my god.
Those bombshells on that season were fire. Lucinda, Millie. They were all bombshells.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god, Millie was a bombshell.
Yes. They were fire bombshells.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like, first of all, Summer has to have a core team, like the beginners.
Yeah.
And then they have to have like grade A bombshells. Yeah. Grade A Casa girls. Like this was a B and then C and D. You know what I mean? So like true. It was just, we're moving down the alphabet. It's just not there.
And the way they ended tonight's episode with Shaq and Tanya making out and then tomorrow's preview, the way I like slammed my computer shut, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I rushed home from the gym to watch this shit.
Yeah, it was, come on, you guys. Like, smash all the then just smash all the dates into this episode. Tomorrow, start with the vote off, aftermath drama, bring the parents in. Like, it's Friday tomorrow. You have tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, dude. Like, and on Monday, it's gonna be like live because it's gonna be the finale and it's gonna be like little montagey bits. They're gonna be they're gonna get their dresses, they're gonna write their little speeches. Like, okay, so nothing's really like, what are they saving this for? Like, they're drawing everything out. Like, I literally was watching them like formulate thoughts.
I know.
It was upsetting. Like, I'm upset. I'm just, come on.
I know.
But I will say, okay, so let's just say predictions for what we think will happen with the couples. So
this is kind of exciting because, like, if it really is down to them who picks maybe, like, the bottom two, and then they have to decide, like, what if it's so random? Like, what if, like, Ron and Lana are in the bottom?
I'd like that.
Like, give us something random.
Right, like, just mix it
something
up.
for once, something unpredictable. Like, give us two randoms in the bottom two that they're like, fuck, they have to choose from them?
Right. I'd like that.
Yeah, so I kind of liked this they choose, but I wonder if we're going to have to vote.
Right. I think they'll choose.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll see. We have nothing to work off of what tomorrow's going to be like, so I guess we will see tomorrow. Thank you guys all for listening to Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. I'm your host, Demi, and this is Jasmine, and we appreciate you listening. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts, so please leave us a 5-star review and share with your fellow island lover. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.